Alright guys, happy Easter to everyone, and we need to take a look at Manta Network on the channel once again. Now we haven't actually looked at Manta Network since January 31st, and that was back here guys. So we did get kind of a little bit of a bounce here off the support at 59 cents back then. But yeah, when we lost that guys, that was pretty much the end. We just kind of trickled down, and I even had to move the Fibonacci lower. And looks like we have now probably hit rock bottom in my opinion. I really hope so guys, because I am way down on my Manta trade here basically. I bought it at $1.79 unfortunately, and I actually sold it at $2.28, and Manta ran up to like $4 something guys. That was, yeah, $4.05 on March 12th, 2024. And so when it hit $1.78, I said, hey, great, maybe I got a discount. So, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like I didn't get that much of a discount. And, when people on Crypto Banter actually say it's going to $400, of course, I was skeptical of that, guys. But I did believe that this was an excellent project. I still do. But, I should listen to my advice. But I bought this a long time ago, guys. I bought this, maybe more than half a year ago, maybe 8-9 months ago when I bought it. I mean, it was up here, what, $1.79? So yeah, it was a long time ago, guys, when it was that. So it doesn't really matter. It was somewhere up here when I bought it. So you're talking about last May, about a year. So I will DCA more into this. This is actually one of my lower bags now, so I probably next week will consider, putting a little bit more into this to take that average down myself. Now, let's talk about the technicals here. We don't need to talk about me and my trades. We need to talk about what we need to do. So basically, for the most part, this trend line has held Manta down for some time. Basically, all cryptos have been held down since about beginning of February. So we're talking about 2.5 months. They've been held down by some type of trend line. Although Manta has had a couple of attempts to break out. As you can see, we had an attempt here, we had an attempt here, but it failed. So, but now it looks like Manta needs to deal with this trend line. Here, if we hit this today, it would be about 22.5 cents. I don't know if we're going to hit it today, though. We have had several green candles in a row. We are starting to take out the range where we've been for, well, since about April 3rd. So that is actually good. 2.5 weeks we have spent down at this level. So we're starting to try to push through that. So let's see. Let me look at the MACD first here, guys. And I just want to see what we have. Again, it's very low like most things, and let's take a look at the all-time history here. Okay, we do have several peaks. Now, Manta can get up to about, what, 0.22 on this MACD scale. So, being negative over here, guys, it can run a long way. Even the second highest peak was at 0.135. So, still, it's starting to print some green bars over here, so this is good. So I think this is just really starting, guys, and I do believe it is probably going to surge much higher. Now let me look at the RSI. I want to look at the relative strength index and the stochastic RSI here. Daily time frame overbought on Stoch, guys. It is pointed to the upside with the RSI. Weekly time frame really oversold. That is actually good to see on the Stoch. Flirting with being oversold here on the RSI. Now the monthly, I don't know if it has enough. Yeah, it's just starting actually to print on the RSI and nothing on the Stoch. Now lower term time frames, yeah, overbought basically on both the RSI and Stoch RSI, so that is not that good. 1 hour time frame coming heavily to the downside here. With the Stoch, I mean, it's just like cascading down, but it is in oversold territory right now. So I don't think it's going to go much lower. I do think it's going to bounce up here on the 1 hour time frame. It is slightly pointed to the upside here on the RSI, neutral territory, so that's okay. 15-minute time frame, again, oversold. on the Stoke. Now the RSI is slightly pointed to the upside here, so that's okay. So yeah, in the very, very short term, guys, 15-minute, 1 hour time frame, I think they look pretty good. I think we will see a small bounce here. Now the middle term time frame, this 4 hour time frame, might see a little bit of a cool down. But yeah, on these longer term time frames, you know, this one's kind of mixed here, the daily, but the weekly actually looks pretty good, guys. So I think this is really due to run more than anything. It is just heavily, you know, sold off. Basically, it's oversold. And yeah, I mean, it's down to lows where it basically started. Almost, you know, it started at what, 5 cents when it opened up. And this opened up on Binance first, guys. This was a launch pool coin. I should have, you know, taken my advice and waited much longer because, yeah, I could have got a lot more Manta, you know, in the end. So anyways, we live, we learn. And yeah, let's take a look at this one more time. The tokenomics here. 1 billion is max supply, guys. Only 410 million circulating. So that isn't bad, guys. Now, we've already talked about this down here. All-time low, though, just came 11 days ago. So still, 95% discount from its all-time high. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, it looks like we failed to break out here of this little bull flag. And yeah, you know, we are getting rejected again today. If I zoom in here, we are still in this flag. We haven't broken out yet. But if we do break out, target's at $90,000. However, we do have several resistances here. And the next resistance is actually $86,122 on a weekly time frame, which means if we could surge up and get above that tonight and close a candle, that would be excellent. But I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Now, Ethereum, guys, you know, it's broken down several times along the way here. Bear flag breakdown, you know, and you can see bear flag breakdown, bear flag breakdown here. And now it looks like it's going to break down once again, unfortunately. So the daily candle hasn't closed yet. Let's just be aware of that. But yeah, I mean, if it breaks down out of this little flag, then yeah, guys, I do think lower targets are coming. The next support for Ethereum would be about 1546. And then after that would be about 1407, guys. So, and remember, I haven't marked off any daily time frame supports here, so there is going to be maybe some supports on the daily time frame, but those are much weaker than weekly time frame supports, which I always mark in green on my channel. Now, the total market cap still actually has broken this trend line, but it did get rejected today so far, up here at 969. We hit it yesterday, we hit it today. And, you know, we've hit it several times in the last week, just can't break through it. Now, the dominance has come down the past couple of days. Today, it kind of has a little bit of a doji green candle, but we still have almost 15 hours, actually, on this candle. Let's see what happens, but these are pretty nice, you know, red candles. So for altcoin holders, it's excellent. Now, the CME futures should open up on Tuesday, but it should open up about 85,110. So yeah, if we go back to the Bitcoin chart, we are below that. So you would actually expect it to pump up to 85,110 before making a decision whether to go up or down. So keep that in mind, guys. You know, so 85,110 is the break-even mark where it should open, I think, on Tuesday. Now, dollar index, I think it may start trading tomorrow, even if it's a holiday in the U.S. We have a holiday here in Czech tomorrow, but I'm not sure about the markets tomorrow. I'm guessing they're open. But anyways, we are sitting at 99.22 at the moment. And yeah, it's resting right on this support. Now, liquidation heat map, pretty tame. Only about 138 million have been wrecked. Mostly shorts, though, in the last 24 hours. The fear and greed is 37, and yesterday was a 32, so we did come up, and that's because we're getting red candles on the dominance, guys. So we're starting to see alts pump a little bit, so people are starting to get a little bit more greedy, but we're still in fear. Now, the altcoin season index is a 20, went down from a 22 the last time I looked, so that's not that great. The sell at the top indicators, guys, I'm a broken record, 0 from 30, hold 100%, so nothing here is screaming at us, you know, sell. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now the Pi cycle top indicator, it actually looks like it might be starting to curve a little bit. There just appears right here to be a little tick, maybe to the upside. So I'm not sure, but it looks like it might want to start coming back. But this is such a slow indicator, it's very hard to see, you know, so we just have to wait. Tomorrow we do have the US leading index. That is not that big of a deal, I think, for Bitcoin though. But that's pretty much the only macro news on Monday. Now, if we take a quick look at the FedWatch tools, guys, still 87% believe we are not getting a cut, compared to 13% that believe we're going to get a cut. So, you know, we still have 17 days, it's about 2.5 weeks. I think maybe next week we can start to, you know, speculate a little bit more because this can change very rapidly. Now, crypto bubbles today actually looks pretty good. We do have some winners like FET. Render is looking pretty good lately, guys. I did a video on that a couple of days ago. Tau, I also did a video on that a couple of days ago, I think. Yeah, OP, Fartcoin. I don't much care for Fartcoin, but it's a winner today. But yeah, we're starting to see some greens. We are green on the day right now, but there are a few reds in here. Move, you know, OM, this guys, I would just stay away from this for now. Let it come down a little bit more. And yeah, if you want to stake your Manta Network, guys, go to Coinondo. It can help you with trying to find a good place to stake. You have all the percentages over here. You have the days that you have to stake it for. You have the limits and things. So be aware, guys. It will calculate also for you how much you can have. If you have 500 Manta, this is, you know, how much Manta a day you would get here. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, guys. Look at the exchanges that I have below in the description. You know, there's MEXC and a couple of others, guys, and those are good deals. And yeah, if you want to become a member of the channel, it's only cost $2 right now, guys. And I will put you in the Telegram. You will get these Mutix updates. Now, Mutix actually isn't showing anything here, but we ended the day on Friday with positive sentiment at 0.5 positive, so that's actually pretty good. Now, normally you do have some news, but on Saturday, Sunday, there is nothing really, you know, that's measured. But tomorrow, maybe it starts to measure again, as long as it's not a holiday. And yeah, so you will get the updates there in the Telegram, at least the ones that are, you know, are affecting Bitcoin or Ethereum or any crypto. I will share that there. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.